If you're a celebrity and have access to social media, it can't always be very pretty. In fact, sometimes it gets so bad it borders on harassment and bullying. And sometimes it's just plain old bullying, not even bordering. So, many stars put their peace and mental health above outside validation, and some laughs and swear off social media. Just like this one Outlander star who's spoken out about her social media ban. Let's talk more. Starting off, swore off social media. Lyle, the Outlander star, who plays the character Marcely Frazier, has recently talked about the self-imposed social media ban after she got cast in the Stars drama. To be honest, good for her. Social media can be quite an ugly place, and if staying away from it works for her, then more power to her. Lauren suddenly shot to fame as she starred as the lovely and fan favorite Marcely Frazier, and is now the lead of the ITV drama Karen Puri. Now that her second show is getting noticed, the actress spoke about how she avoids social media, and how this way, she can avoid the pressure that fans' reactions to her characters have. This is quite some life hack that we believe a lot of the celebrities would jump at if they weren't worried about becoming old has-beens without the power of constantly staying connected to the fans. We also do love the occasional silly selfies. As Lauren now stars in 2 major shows, it's obviously expected that she'd get a huge following in social media. Fans would always be very eager to find out more about her and what she does in her free time. We all want a bit of a sneak peek into the life of our favorite celebrities, don't we? And we have no shame in admitting that. Oh, our favorite celebrity also has that same desk from IKEA that we own? What are the odds? And the giddiness takes over. We're all guilty of that. But if you're a fan of Marcely, you're unfortunately deprived of that. Next up, the fan pressure. She went into detail to explain what the deal was with her saying goodbye to social media entirely. She remembered Outlander when she was told that hers was a big role and that she might not be what people imagined in their heads, and she'll need to be okay with that. Yikes. Do they have to tell people that? When beloved books get adapted into series and movies, there's a whole different type of pressure on the cast to live up to the expectations of the fans who've come to love the character they play. And when that doesn't happen, you know that's one heck of a storm coming their way. To have to deal with people criticizing your looks and nature, that's got to be heartbreaking. What's more heartbreaking, and kind of smart too, is that these people are told to grow some thick skin and not let these comments bother them. Maybe we, as fans, need to have empathy and be more understanding. Recalling a fan reaction, she added, "I do remember people on Twitter saying, if she were my daughter, I'd punch her in the face. Like, bro, come on." And that was something that made her go, okay, you know what? I'll just stay away from Twitter. Good for her. People can be horrible behind the anonymity. Moving forward, what's age got to do with it? Lauren's latest role as Karen is based on a character in Val McDermid's very much loved books. So let's not be surprised if her fans have their own opinion on the casting this time too. Let's not forget, these are real people we're talking about when we show our disappointment with the casting. It's not their fault. They gotta pay bills too. It's literally their job. She said that with the character of Karen Puri, she remembers Emmer, who plays Kenny, coming to her and saying she needs to be aware that there'll be people who think she doesn't look and seem as the Karen people have in their heads. You can't have perfect casting all the time. This isn't the German show Dark. And that was some supernatural casting. No way the directors found the exact child replica of those adults. Emmer also told her that she had to be okay with that because this was their adaptation, and they all supported her. And Val said yes to her. So come on, if the person who literally wrote the books thinks she's perfect for the role she imagined, do we really get to have any opinions? In the books, Karen is predicted to be around 20 years old, but Lauren is 29. That also can become quite a problem with some people. But with shows like Riverdale, having 30-year-olds playing high school students is completely natural, right? Lastly, can't be perfect. In the crime drama, Lauren is gonna take the role of an ambitious Scottish detective who wants to take on historical cases. With a premise like that, who cares how old Lauren is? And it's not exactly a surprise that novels are changed all the time, regardless of finding the perfect actor for the role when it comes to adaptations. If the director sees seems fit, they're gonna change the adaptation accordingly. We can't have everything that we imagined in our heads on the show. There's a reason it's called imagination. Now that you're aware of why the Outlander star doesn't want to be on social media, let's go ahead and talk about some other Outlander-related news. First off, Outlander Season 6 is not coming to Netflix in October 2022. Are you surprised that Outlander is a gigantic hit? Nope, the time travel romance and those hot period drama costumes are a treat for the eyes. And as fans of the show, we don't have enough words to describe how much we adore the show. It's extremely famous, not only on its original network stars, but also on Netflix. When the show was first added to the streaming service, it gained a huge fan base almost immediately. And the more time passes, it becomes very hard for fans to wait for the next season to be added to Netflix. Sure, the first 5 seasons are currently on Netflix. We're waiting like mad for the 6th one to arrive too. The best part about all this is that Season 7 is currently in production, but we've got one problem. Season 6 isn't coming to Netflix in October. So when is it gonna come? The agreement between Netflix and Starz is that a new season will release on the streaming giant 2 years after the final airs on Starz. Yeah, that sucks. So you'll probably get Season 6 in May 2024. That's one heck of a wait. We know, but it's just how it's gonna work for both the services. Next up, the Witcher and Bridgerton actor joins Outlander Season 7. There were quite some rumors about this going on for a while, and some time ago, it was revealed that Chris Fulton was not gonna play Reince in The Witcher anymore. Instead, the actor was recast. This actually led to the fandom of Bridgerton wondering if Fulton was going to now become a bigger part of the show from the next seasons. Now, we might have a little bit more clarity on why Fulton won't be playing Reince in The Witcher Season 3. We have learned that Chris Fulton is going to be joining the upcoming 7th season of Outlander. In this new season, he's going to be playing the character of Rob Cameron, a guy who's been described in the books as handsome and in his mid to late 30s. From what we know, he's supposed to be one of the main antagonists in the future seasons, and it's also very possible that he's about to become a series regular from there too. After the rumors started floating around about this news, Fulton had already been spotted on the set of Outlander back in July, just a few days after a scene from The Witcher was being filmed in Wales. We thought it was Fulton back then, but of course, it was the other actor. We hope to see Chris Fulton on the 7th season and bring his charm. Last of all, Outlander star weighs in on a return to series. Oscar Kennedy recently opened up about working on Outlander and whether he's gonna make a comeback on the show or not. We sure hope so, but let's see. Right now, we're all going through a bit of a Droughtlander, an off-season for Outlander. We're all desperate for any piece of information that we can get our hands on, just so we're in the loop. Rising star Oscar Kennedy only appeared briefly in Outlander as William Gray. It's possible that we'll get to see him in another flashback, because that tends to happen quite often in the show. Oh, and there are a whole series of novels based on this character where the English soldier solves crimes. Wouldn't we just love to see that? More than just a little flashback. That could be another idea for a spin-off after Blood of My Blood. That's it from our side for today. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or thoughts about the Outlander star speaking out on the self-imposed social media ban, let us know in the comments below. See you in the next one!